Hi everyone, so something slightly different today. I wanted to talk about this video. I'm sure you all remember this one very fondly. Very popular video, lots of likes. In fact, I think this video is probably so popular that it may as well run for president. Lots of likes.
Well, I found a...
What's he talking about? I don't remember this video. What? None of this actually happened. The video was taken down. So with less hyperbole, I put together a video over the weekend that goes to explain some of the reasons why I'm still here. Obviously I started doing one video so I could learn some things, and now I'm doing many videos. The short answer why is to learn more things, but I did a whole video on that, and then towards the end of it I actually included a sneak peek at some of the content I've been working on that's coming up next. Something a little bit different, a rather esoteric maybe analysis of the film you may be familiar with, Spirited Away. Now I had this incredibly innovative idea. During my analysis of the film, I would actually display some footage from the film. Certainly going out on a limb with this one. Okay, so before we go any further, we need to talk about fair use. I guess the disclaimer is that I'm not a legal expert. I'm yet to seek counsel from a legal expert. So all I can do is outline my understanding of fair use, and I can leave you some of the links of where I kind of built up that understanding below in the the description area. Firstly, fair use is a protection against claims of copyright infringement. If your use of content is fair use, you do not need to seek permission or give notice to the copyright holder. But to be considered fair use, there are some criteria that you must adhere to. Your use of the content must be transformative. So parodies, where the content is transformed from maybe something very serious into something rather ridiculous, or to be used in critique, where you're analysing and it serves to improve the quality of your analysis by being able to, display or use some of that content. Those are both good examples. It must be for non-commercial use. That isn't actually the case, but reading up your fair use protection is far more likely to hold if the use is non-commercial. It must use no more than necessary, which I think is rather straightforward. And of course this one's in there, it must have no negative effect on the market for the original. Don't get in the way of somebody else's payday. Okay, so let's take it a step back. So the upload finishes, I check YouTube, the video is blocked globally, and Studio Ghibli are making a copyright claim against it. So my first reaction was definitely to just accept the video had been flagged and moved on, but there were a couple of things that were holding me back from this. I wanted to get a video out last week, and I kind of busted my ass to get a video out, and this is a bit of a kick in the teeth. I mean, the flag content, of course, was the portion where I was showing off my work in progress of that film analysis. Well, I plan to release the full film analysis, right? If I don't defend my use of my fair use now... Okay, so video goes up, flagged instantly. My understanding, based off that, is that an algorithm has, picked up on this. And all I need to do is tap it on the shoulder and say, hey algorithm, great job, very smart, I've thrown this up instantly, you've picked up, it's got Studio Ghibli content in it, 58 seconds of it, incredible work, but it's fair use, so let's get a human in the loop. I need someone there that can, push that okay button and let this go through. So I file for a dispute. Now I'm asked the reason. I put together something that I think's quite convincing, this is fair use, outlining how it doesn't affect the market for the original. It's not using any more than the original is necessary. It's non-commercial, it's transformative. All of these things are very straightforward, and if you look at any other YouTube video out there that's breaking down games or film or book, it's not like I'm doing anything new here. YouTube warned that, of course, hitting this button means you're going to send that information as well as your personal information to the claimant. Okay, no trouble, here's my signature, away we go. And the video's back up. Problem solved, this is great, all my hard work pays off, I go to sleep.
Well, I found a...
And then I wake up and the video's gone again. I'm given no new information or any indication that a human has actually looked this time. All I'm provided with is some pretty serious language and a copyright strike against my account. And instructions to attend copyright school. Okay, so first thing out of the way, I complete my classes, I answer my 5 questions that I must. I've completed copyright school, add that to the resume. And to be fair, that's probably where it would have ended for me, if not for the fact that I'd actually watched H3H3 Productions video. And watching this video gave me a bit of confidence, and it's actually where my understanding of the process has come from. So I'll let Ethan explain.
Once you've been served with a DMCA notice, otherwise known as a strike, your video is removed and you have two options. You can either accept it and take the strike, or you can file a counter notification. Now, one of the problems here is that people always get way too spooked to file the counter notification because the language is so strongly worded. Saying such things as, I swear under perjury that everything I'm saying is true, and I acknowledge that if I abuse this form, it will result in the termination of my YouTube channel. So at this point, the only two outcomes is that the video will be back. In 10 to 14 days, it's gonna be back up, your strike will be removed, and the only other way that a person can pursue you further to remove the video at this point is to sue you. After I've explained it, it seems like the system is kind of worthless, and frankly, it is. The only thing it's designed to do is shift the burden of blame off YouTube and onto you. YouTube is essentially saying like, we'll bring your video back up, but you need to accept the consequence of it.
For the love of God, allow that to have been fair use. So watching that video actually gave me the confidence to hit that counterclaim button. So where does that leave us? Well, YouTube are reviewing the claim, so at the very least, in the next 10 days, there's going to be a human in the loop. My hope is that Ghibli are going to watch it, observe that it's fair use, and retract their claim. And if not, I imagine it's time to get some legal advice and just make sure that I'm on as strong a footing as it obviously seems. And look, I'll keep you all updated. Well, there you are, something slightly different. I wanted to get a video out, seeing as I didn't get to get the one out that I was hoping to get out. Is this still recording? It is.